Hello YouTube, welcome back to Frank Reaction. I'm Frank, and today's reaction I'll be reacting and talking about Oromo music video, and I'll quickly share with you guys who are Oromo people, where they're located, and why this video is prevalent. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So if we open another window here, Oromo people. So you already see Oromo people are a Kushik ethnic group native to Oromia region of Ethiopia. And who are, so this one that tells you right here, Oromo people are indigenous ethnic group that are native to Oromia region of Ethiopia and parts of northern Kenya. They're the largest ethnic group in Ethiopia, making up 25 to 40% of the population. So they speak Oromo language, also called Afan Oromo, which is part of the Cushic branch of Afro-Asiatic language family. And so constitute the largest ethnic group in Ethiopia. Cushitic people, right? And and Oromo has a very large history in Ethiopia. So here we see the Oromo speak the Oromo language, also known as Alan Oromo. Uh, the language is an important part of their identity and is used to preserve the history and cultural heritage. The Oromo have faced political, economic, and social oppression and have been occupied by Ethiopian regimes for almost 400 years. In 2016, the Ethiopian government announced plans to cancel a controversial expansion plan that would have annexed land held by Oromo farmers, but protests continued and intensified. The government crackdown has led to human rights violation against the protesters and dozens of deaths. So this is just a brief history, okay? Oromo people have been going through a struggle in Ethiopia since 1800s, probably during the colonization era. So this is when the British Italians gave weapons to the Amara people, and then with these weapons they pretty much subjugated the Oromo people, and they took over the power. And with that, comes the oppression and the killing of the Oromo voices, prisoning them, and all kinds of stuff. So if you listen to Oromo music, most of the time it will speak on the oppression that Oromo people have faced and are facing until today. And they speak from, since Oromo people have been kind of subjugated, all the music speak in symbolism and in kind of this underground tone, because to kind of escape the prosecution, because you can't really protest or come out in public and speak what's going on, so they hide it in music. And that's how the struggle and what Oromo people have been through gets passed on from generation to generation. So that's just a brief history. You guys can do your own research and figure out more on Oromo people and the culture, the music, the food, and just learn for yourselves. But without further ado, we're gonna do a reaction video today to one of my favorite songs, okay? And this song, let's see, I'm gonna search it up. You just type in Oromo music on YouTube and it comes up. Okay, there's a lot of videos that come up, but this one and this music video, Ella Records, all right? Yosan Getahun, Baala, Gizee, New Ethiopia, Oromo Music 2023. So this came out last year, 9 months ago, 9 million views. And this guy, he's a good singer. He has a lot of nice songs, and has a lot of nice songs. And this is probably one of his best ones and one of my favorite ones. And you can see this one here. He has a mixture. This one is a good one, and this other singers as well. But if you want me to do a reaction to any of these videos, to even more, or it may be one of your favorite, and hear my insights and my what I take from it, and just kind of analyze the video, I'll be happy to do that. Just send me a comment, and I'll happy to get to it when I can. But without further ado, make sure you like the video. Make sure, if you like the video, you like the video. If you don't like it, hit the dislike button. But give me a reason why you dislike it, and how I can improve the video. And if you want to see more of videos like this, that's related to, cultural music from across the globe, maybe religious contents or food reaction videos, comment and give me some suggestions, and I'll be happy to do those for you. All right, without further ado, let's get into the video. So let's in full screen mode. Yosan Getahun. So right away in the beginning scene, we see a symbolism already being incorporated into the video. Right there as well. Okay, so right away we see the young man, right? If we can go back right here. This young man in Oromo culture, these are called eros and kekares, right? And they're the young military-aged fighting capable men. Okay, so in Oromo culture, these are the ones that bring the change of revolution. And in this scene here, we see that they're standing underground. They're hiding almost, you know. And what they're hiding from, this video, we'll get more into it. But you see, they have their traditional warrior clothes on. Their stuff, they have fires. They're kind of in groups, right? And they have their, spears and clubs and stuff like that. And they're just kind of sitting and waiting. And right here, we see this oxes, right? Different color oxes. And we see this men's right here. They're wearing their hat, they're wearing their little shirts, so they look about the same. So they represent kind of the same character. And they're plowing the field, right? But they're not right next to each other. They're a little bit of a distance away from each other. And these oxes, again, they're different color. And right here we also see this is the beautiful city of Addis Ababa, right? The capital city of Ethiopia. This is where the government resides. This is where about 5 million people or so reside. In my opinion, it's mostly the Amara people that reside here. And it's well-developed city, you're right. You see beautiful buildings and so on. And here the singer, right? He dressed well in the cultural outfit, turned his back to the city. He's not facing the city, turned his back to the city and he's dancing. And keep in mind, this one is your modern day arrow, right? The ones that are in politics, the one that trying to bring some sort of change in the politics, but with the system. He's not dressed in your traditional Oromo culture clothes. He has pants on, a shirt, and this visor jacket on. And you have your older Oromo woman. They represent kind of the ancestors, people who, or maybe him before, who know the Oromo heritage culture, and he's talking to them. And his right arm right here is is bandaged, meaning is hurt. His meaning his right hand is he's handicapped, so this also represents something. And the woman, no men around, right? They're kind of they look sad, you know, and they're just singing. They look sad, kind of hopeless, singing. So what he was saying there is, let it hurry and come. And what he's referring to is the freedom. He's talking about the freedom here. Let it hurry and come. Let the freedom hurry and show up. And the strong will always win. That's what my intake, my personal opinion is. He's saying the strong will always win in a battle, right? But the weak will always and right there he's saying the stomach is less than you are, meaning it has no ability on its own, it doesn't have any strength, but it still oppresses you, or it still tries to push you down because it makes you do its bidding. So it makes you feed it. That's pretty much what he's saying. And they say, and the country is beautiful with its people, meaning the people, the native people of that land. The country is beautiful with it, and we are the father of the country, but the time has diminished us. That's what he's saying. The time has taken all of that from us. And it's saying throughout time, they don't like what you say. They don't like what you tell them, but they also don't want to pay what they're owed. They don't want to pay you the reparation. And you see the girls are dancing here, right? They're kind of doing their traditional battle dance almost. And I said, is it true what they're saying? You know, is it true what they're saying? And if what they're saying is true, why would I hate it? If the oppression is over, why would I hate it? That's pretty much what he's saying. Why would I hate it? If the year is good, if this is the year that freedom comes, why would I hate it? And he's saying there, one harvests the food on the over here, while the other one steals and cheats over there. And how is goodness found in that? And you see right there, he talks. He was talking to Addis Ababa, right? The government, symbol of government, and he's asking them, who has the stomach to fight for the people? Who has the stomach to stand up for the people and be kind of taken on, be able to take on the uncomfortableness that might come with that opportunity or that responsibility. Because when you try to stand up to oppressors, to somebody who stole something from you, they're not gonna give it back easy. There's gonna be some uncomfortableness. There's gonna be challenges. So he's saying right there, who has the stomach for that, like the softness, you know. And then he's saying, what if we uproot it? What if we uproot this thing? You know, meaning he's comparing again what's going on in Oromia or Ethiopia again to a field. And in a field, if 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 the field there's weed in it and you leave the weed, it will destroy the whole field. So you have to uproot the weed and get rid of it in order for the whole field to thrive. And that's where he's saying, what if we uproot it? Because it seems like the plants are not compatible and they're not playing nice with each other. And then it's saying here, referring to Oromo people, in my opinion, the one that grows up has an opportunity in the government or to make a change, he turns back and he pretty much eats his people, he oppresses his people. And this axis represent Oromo people, and they're over here butting heads with each other. And right there, he's talking to you, he's talking to the audience, and the audience is Oromo people. And he's saying, bring back what is your father's. And then he said, come together, be united, and bring goodness back. And right there, right, he was talking to the audience on top of the building, and he appears here, and he's dancing by himself, and boom, like that, the Keros are right there with him, dancing with him, ready to support him. And that's what this symbolizes. And if there's anything that I mistranslated and you know Oromo language or you know deeper analyzation of the video, feel free to comment your perspective and give me the reasons on why we disagree with each other. And make sure to like the video, and if you like stuff like this, please subscribe. And I think here what he's representing is in the countryside, the Oromo people are still living like, you know, like there's nothing that have changed for them. But while the cities are developing and all of these resources are most likely for the cities, the countryside is not getting anything. And who lives on the countryside? We all know it's Oromo people. And now while he says that, he goes back facing the city and he's telling them that they don't like to pay reparation. They don't like to pay what they owe people. So he's addressing them. Is it true what they're saying? Is it really true what they're saying? The struggle is over. The freedom is here. If so, if that is the case, do I hate it then? Like it's a rhetorical question, right? Saying, do I hate it? Like, no, he's not gonna hate it. No, you won't, brother. And it's saying our people, they not united. They almost kind of like they don't want to be united. They over here butting heads with each other and pressing each other, while our enemies are united. They are form one unit, and that's the reason why this is happening. Go to the countryside and go see for yourselves. And this is what we see, right? Badia is a countryside. And a countryside, and especially in the Oromo region, in which is kind of referred to as the breadbasket of Ethiopia, that's where a lot of farming happens, right? For food, agriculture. And you see these oxes again representing different colors, referring to the different tribes of Oromo people. And these individuals represent the entity, the government, the Amara regime, the Abyssinian regime. And that's what here is referring to, is go see for yourselves, go to the countryside and see how they're living. Just like yesterday, they've been worked. The Oromo people are being worked to this day. And it's, just like yesterday, he's being worked and pushing and tilling the field and doing all of that. And then it's saying, the one who can hear, why can't he hear us? The one was the power to make this better. I mean, he's referring to here to the government. Why can't he hear us? And it says, why don't you just be one and take what's yours? Why can't you just be one and deal with oppression? The shade of the country, the Oromo. So he's referring to the Oromo people as the shade for Oromo, the Oromia, the country itself. And here, after they got talking, he got advice from his elders and so on, right? He knows how to defend himself now. He's not handicapped anymore. He's not being manipulated and taken advantage of by the regime. His bandage is taken off here. He's happy, right? He knows what to do, how to move forward. And they're helping each other. They're helping each other to take the bandage off, referring to, they're about to work together to bring change. And he's talking to the one that have left the country. So this is during the Haile Selassie regime and probably the Menelik era. There's Oromo people who left the country, and because they couldn't live in the country anymore, because they took up arms, so they fled the country and they reside somewhere else. And he's talking to them and he's saying, you the one that took arms and left, listen, take what's yours, come back and deal with oppression. That's pretty much what. And right here, right, we see the oxes are playing nice with each other now. They play nice with each other, meaning that they understand what's happening now, and they kind of get the reality of what's going on. bring back Gada. So we all know Gada is the form of government that was native to the Oromo people, and it's a sort of a democracy in which they live by. And he's saying, bring back that system and live peacefully in your country with your people. And then the people are dancing, the Oromo people are dancing, the politicians are dancing, everybody's united, and he's facing the and these guys know what the deal is, what's going on, what the reality is. And so this song is kind of trying to instill that hope in the heart of the Oromo people that is still not lost and that the struggle is still not over. We have a long way to go, but the only way we get there is by being one with each other and realizing what the struggle, what the oppression is, and deal with that oppression in the best way possible. And so that's my reaction to this video and my intake, my insights. I've given you my perspective, and if you disagree or if there's something that I misinterpreted, you can feel free to comment and give me your input on what you take on this video. If you like the video, go ahead and like it and go ahead and share it. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. And I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys later.